Good morning, good afternoon, whenever you are watching this video. I wanted to talk about the importance of supplementing today. And before I dive in, I just want to start off by saying I'm not an expert, I'm not a professional. I just have a passion for sharing things that I have learned and things that I've experienced and worked for me. So why do we need supplements? There's a lot of different reasons, but ultimately our environment, our food, so many things around us have changed so much in the last 100 years that our bodies are working harder than ever for us. Whether that comes from, some of the chemicals and toxins in our foods that we get these days, the air that we breathe, maybe the cleaning supplies that we use. Our body works hard to cleanse our body of that, and that depletes a lot of our minerals and vitamins and nutrients. Another huge benefit of supplementing is we cannot get all of the nutrients that we need solely from food anymore. Back in the early 1900s, when crops were grown organically, didn't use the pesticides and things like that on the crops, their food was a lot more rich in all of those nutrients. But fast forward to today, our soils have been so depleted of all of those good things that we get in our food that we are extremely low in a lot of our vitamins and minerals. So that's when supplementing comes in. Filling those nutritional gaps can be huge. If you have goals like losing weight or sleeping better, or maybe you're an athlete and you just feel tired all the time, or you're not an athlete and you feel tired all the time, a lot of that has to do with your body is craving those nutrients that it needs. And if you don't give that to your body, then your body is constantly trying to make up for that, overworking to compensate for that lack of nutrient. And so then your body can't focus on what it's supposed to do. It can't focus on losing that weight. It can't focus on, healing your adrenals so you have more energy. So when we supplement, when we fill those nutritional gaps, when we give our body what it needs, then that's when the magic happens. That's when our body can focus on doing what it's meant to do. The problem with that are all supplements are not created equal. So there are three main types of supplements. The first kind, which include over 90% of the supplements out there, are synthetic, which means they're man-made. Nothing in them is from nature, which means our body can't recognize it. So in most cases, our body is not absorbing any of those nutrients, if they're called nutrients, from those multivitamins, or they're just going right through us. And in some cases, some may be contaminated and doing us more harm than good. The second kind are natural supplements. So these are the ones that you would find in like a Whole Foods store. So they're a step up than the synthetic, but there's still a lot of underlying issues with natural supplements. A lot of that is the processing. Most supplements are highly heated, highly pressurized in order to be packaged, produced, and given to us to consume. And so they may start out with really potent, great, nutrient-dense minerals and vitamins in there, but then by the time that they're all processed and packaged, they may only have like a fraction of all of the nutrients that we really need. So the third type, which is, I highly recommend doing this. If you take a multivitamin now, look and see what type it is. If it says whole food, that is a much better option. So whole food comes from the actual food. And so you get all those benefits of the nutrients and vitamins and minerals from the actual food source. It's not man-made. Our body can recognize it. It's bioavailable. We can utilize it. I personally have partnered with a natural nutrition company, so I recommend Shaklee Nutrition to all of my clients. That's the foundation of all of the challenges that I do. And that is to solely fill those nutritional gaps, give your body what it needs so it can function. You can feel better, you can lose the weight that you need to, have more energy, sleep better. Supplementing can really be life-changing. I had the privilege of going to see the Shaklee headquarters where all of the supplements are made and tested, And I also got to speak with a few Olympians and hear their experience of how Shaklee has changed their life and their training and really their trust with the supplements. Most Olympians shy away from supplements these days, which blows my mind because supplements can really take you from being healthy to optimal health, optimal nutrition. And the reason why Olympians are not taking supplements as much these days is because they are tested. One of the Olympians shared they're tested upwards of 150 times before the Olympic Games to make sure that they don't have any illegal substances, things that shouldn't be in their system. But the problem is there are a lot of things that sneak into our food and our supplements, heavy metals, chemicals, pesticides, growth hormones. A lot of things can sneak into their diet, and then they are liable to either be kicked off the team or be suspended. So Shaklee is the only company that the U.S. Olympians trust, the Pure Performance Team they're called, because Shaklee tests for over 350 contaminants, which is 150 beyond organic standards. So Shaklee really has the above organic beauty in it. And it was just really amazing to hear the Olympians talk of how pure and how safe these supplements are, because you just don't get that these days, to be honest. So what I utilize for Shaklee Nutrition, my top supplement recommendations would be one, a multivitamin, really covering like the basis of those nutrient gaps you want to fill. I love omega-3s, which are fish oil, really great for your hair, your skin, your nails, brain health. B, C, and D are also very important for energy, immune health, and just overall feeling better. And then the last one I would highly recommend is a probiotic, which is very good for gut health and again, keeping your immune system high. So what I utilize with Shaklee Nutrition is called the Vitalizer Strip. So this is a week's worth, but super convenient. I just rip this off and take one of these a day. And it has my multivitamin, my omegas, my B and C complex, my D vitamins are in there, my probiotics, so it's literally all there for me. It fills my nutritional gaps. So I know that I'm covered. And to be honest, once I started adding in these quality supplements into my life, which was actually right after I had my son, like my energy, my mood, everything was night and day. So I really just encourage you to take a look at the supplements that you have now and what kind of quality they are. Where are the products sourced from? Because it really is important if you, one, want to make sure you're getting your money's worth, but two, you want to make sure that what you're putting in your body is actually utilizing, and it's really doing good things rather than harm. So I just suggest taking a look at that. If any of you are interested in looking into the Shaklee Nutrition and what else they have to offer, I'm going to put a link below. But it is not a one-size-fits-all, so I highly suggest emailing me and just asking me questions, or if you just want to be guided in the right direction, I am happy to do that as well. So that is your task for today. If you have a vitamin that you're taking, just Google it, take a look at it. What does it look like? Is it a whole food? Is it synthetic? If you're not sure, ask. And then if you are not on a multivitamin, I just want you to explore either the Shaklee Nutrition or another whole foods based supplement out there to really fill those nutritional gaps. So thanks guys, hope you have a great day.